Sadie's Heights, Jules. Alright, I'm cooking today. My husband tells me last night he wants some meatball sandwiches, so we're going to do some meatball sandwiches. But just quick and easy, no big, fancy, gourmet kind of a thing. Well, I like to prep my meatballs, the meat. Okay, well, this is 2 pounds of ground beef for one. I'm not going to do, like, you know, a bunch of other vegetables because it's not meatloaf to me. The only thing I'm going to add is onions, garlic, herbs and spices, some breadcrumbs, eggs, Parmesan cheese, and we're done, okay? So I just kind of break it up first. And you'll hear some music in the background because I like to listen to Sirius satellite radio, Heart and Soul, and love music and stuff, just because I need music or sound behind me. So, okay. So the first thing I'm going to throw in there is my onions and garlic. This is a half of an onion. Actually, this is the onion here. So I'm just using half of it, and about 4 or 5 big cloves of garlic. I love garlic. You can have too much garlic. There is such thing as too much garlic, but I like it. Okay, I'm going to use some Lori seasoned salt. I know, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, look at that salt intake. Well, sorry. I love to season my meat. Fresh pepper. I'll be doing this forever, so I'm going to skip until I'm done. Okay. I love meat Italian seasoning, and I'm about to run out here. I get this at Costco. Gonna do... Hi, Anna.
Hey, did Dad? Where'd Dad go?
He went to go get some from Nana's house.
Great. If I need him.
Is something wrong?
I talked about flat and I'm not using something.
Oh, he'll be back in a second. He just went to pick something up. Okay, so I use probably about 2 tablespoons of the seasoning. And actually, I normally do this by hand. I don't never really use a spoon, but okay. Let me mix this up real quick. Get dirty. That's what food's all about. You got to become one with the food. I like making meatball sandwiches. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but every time it's time for Thanksgiving, I almost always buy too much bread stuffing. So I still had some from last year. So I used my rolling pin here, and I kind of rolled all this. Well, I crushed the bread more. So I'm gonna do about half of this, and I'll probably end up tossing the rest because it will get stale by tomorrow. So I'll do that, and then for the 2 pounds of ground beef, okay, I'm gonna do eggs here. There's 1. I'm just gonna toss them in the sink. 2. Oopies. It's like splashed on me. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna stick my hands in there too. My daughter would be like, ew, I'm not gonna touch that. Oh gosh. And it's hard to get her in the kitchen sometimes, but yeah, she's getting there. It's really good to start kids early in the kitchen because, you know, they need to be able to survive and eat and cook for themselves when they're older. My mom had me in the kitchen since I was about 7, and I think I made my first pot of rice at about that age, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I taught my son how to cook too, so he can survive pretty much on his own. If he was had his apartment or whatever, he'd be able to do stuff. He still now will be like, hey Mom, let's go make some like Mexican rice. That's like one of our favorites, Mexican rice. And I have a video on my Mexican rice. Gosh, probably a couple months ago. The next thing I want to put in here is I'm going to grate some Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to leave this alone for a second. Wash my hands so I can grate that. Okay, quick tip. When you guys are working with meat, I don't wear plastic gloves at all. If you do, that's great, but I don't. And if you don't wear gloves, keep a nail or a hand brush by your sink, because working with meat, it gets under your nails, and that can be some nasty stuff growing in there. So you guys make sure that you're safe there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna use a grater. This is my Pampered Chef grater, and actually, I should probably change this out. Give me a second. Okay, I took this one off because it's too small. I'm gonna use the bigger one. So screw that in. And then I'm going to hold that down there. This is my Parmesan cheese. I like to use Frigo, just because I don't know, I like the smell of it, and I don't know, I just like Frigo. I don't know, sometimes too, if it's on sale, it's even better. So, okay, so I'm going to hold it down, and I just grate and grate and grate and grate until I see or feel that there's enough. I like cheese a lot, so I might put a little bit too much than what you guys would probably put in, but that's just me. All right, I'm going to scoop forward. Okay, I'm done grating the cheese. So I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to start making the balls, and the next thing that you'll see is me putting them in the pan frying, okay? So that's it. I'm not going to add anything else. All right, guys, I'm done rolling, and I have my stove up on medium heat, and it's getting hot now, and I'm going to test it real quick. Okay. Can you hear sizzles? I'd like more sizzle, but I'm going to throw them in there anyways. They're a little bit smaller than a golf ball. It's not about a golf ball. Not really any bigger than that. So what I do, I'm just going to throw all of them in there. And every now and again, I just shake the pan like to loosen them up, because I hate when they get stuck at the bottom. Almost done. Got this little pan left here. So I'm just going to toss them all in there so they can just start all cooking now. I'm going to put the lid on it in a sec, and it'll start to produce some steam. And then the steam itself will cook the ones on top, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to cover it and shake it. Okay, getting them all loose there. And leave it on medium heat, and I'll keep my eye on it so it doesn't burn, okay? And I'll show you in a little bit what it looks like. All right. At this point, what we want to do is check the meat. Woohoo! Watch our lashes. Okay. So I shake it every now and again, because like I said, I don't like it to get stuck at the bottom of the pot or anything. So now it's where I want it. So it's cooked, and I'm gonna like grab a piece off of some spot and take a taste, because I need to check first the salt. Ow! Hot, hot. Okay. Actually, that's perfect. Okay, to me, sorry. To me, it doesn't need any more salt. So, oh, I can taste that Parmesan cheese, really good. At this point, if you want to, some people don't, and I don't see why they don't, but this is up to you guys, okay? I tend to scoop all of my meat towards the back of the pan, because I'm tilting it. See, it's tilted right there. So it's all of the oil is going to drain. And my light up here doesn't work, so I'm sorry if it's dark. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a teaspoon, and I'll just start to, like, see this? Yeah, I start to scoop it all out. And I just don't like all that excess oil. That's just nasty to me. So I'll leave it there for probably, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, just to give enough time for it to drain, and then scoop out the oil, and I discard it in an empty glass jar with the lid, and I keep that under the sink, and once it's full, I toss it. That's how I discard oil. I don't put it in the sink because it will clog up your sink. Even if you run hot water and the garbage disposal, I just don't want to chance it. So, yeah, I'd rather not clog it or run the chance of clogging it. So that's how I discard it. All right, so once it's drained, I'll discard all the oil, and then I'll put the sauce in, and then I'll make the sandwiches. I'll show you the sandwiches, what they look like, okay? Okay, guys, so this is the sauce. I do this for spaghetti meatballs or for my meatball sandwiches, so whatever you guys want. Alright, normally I'd use hoagie bread that's close together and that I have to cut myself. So I put some provolone down below here, and then I will just pile on some. It's going to be kind of an open-faced one. My husband doesn't really like that, but I can't do anything about it if there's bread that's already, if it's already apart. So, so after I plate it, I just lay some mozzarella, and then you can close it, and there you go. There's my meatball sandwiches that he's been wanting for the last couple days. There you are, meatball sandwiches. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.